Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're very excited to kick off today's webinar. So today we have some important updates, new tools, compliance reminders, and some success stories to share. So we will just dive right in. Before we begin, make sure you're part of our Facebook group. You can use the QR code here on screen to join quickly. We'll be launching weekly Facebook Lives starting in October. And it's also where we'll share important updates and announcements in real time. So make sure you join us there. All right, so here's what we're going to be covering today. So we have stuff for new and seasoned agents. So we have a lot of reminders, like I mentioned, updates that help you stay compliant. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, please enter them into our chat, and we will open up for questions at the end.
Sorry, guys, I was muted. Well, thank you for joining us today. So I just wanted to remind our agents, our listing agents, that if you are one of those listing agents that like to invest money in your listings, professional photography, staging, or out-of-pocket expenses at the beginning of the listing, that you do protect yourselves because this is becoming a buyer's market. So sellers, we're seeing more listings staying on the market a little bit longer. Price reductions and sellers getting frustrated that their listing is not selling. And a lot of the times sellers are not really acting in good faith. So and cancel the listings, and you've already invested all that time and money into your listings. So to protect those listing agents, we recommend that in your residential listing agreements under additional terms, you add a clause on there to protect yourself, something to the effect that, in the event seller cancels the listing agreement before the expiration and that they will owe you compensation, reimbursement for your out-of-pocket expenses for your photography and staging and all of that. So in the event they cancel in bad faith, have to renegotiate getting reimbursement because it's already entered into your listing agreements. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Okay.
Now I wanted to talk about the office administrative side. So because the office sends a lot of requests to agents when we review a file, we will try to streamline the process. Our office will request or will use the 3 request rule. We recommend you do the same when following up with cooperating agents and clients. So the first one would be, this is the first request for the forms, like request for repairs, addendum 2, and anything else you might need. The second one would be, this is a second request for the forms. And then the final one would be, this is the third and final request for the forms. Consistency here can save you stress later. It might protect you in a lawsuit and mediation if we keep track of our requests and follow-ups. So make sure to always upload your emails to our system so that we all have it. And that way we can possibly waive something if we see you tried to get it signed. And speaking of doing the 3 time requests, we requested that our preferred TC at TC for You will do the same. We had mentioned to them of our plan and how we will handle missing documents. So they wanted to go along that plan, and they're a great option if you need any help staying on top of timelines, forms, and compliance. They handle lease TCs too. So if you are doing a rent lease and would like to have a TC, not to worry about it, they can handle it. If you're not using them yet, give them a try. We have great recommendations or reviews from our agents that do use them, and we love working with them. They know our system in and out.
Thank you very much, Yeva. So next up, we wanted to share some updates and notices from the DRE's summer bulletin. So first, they provided a list of common citations that the DRE charges on, a lot of which are surrounding marketing material compliance. So make sure that your first point of contact materials are in compliance with the DRE. If you're unsure of what that entails, feel free to send your business cards, mailers, or even social media accounts to our office to review, and then we can approve them before you get them printed or make them live. The citations that the DRE mentioned also focused on supervision. So as a reminder, I wanted to make sure we are all on the same page. You are required to report your transactions to the office within 24 hours. Even BRBC forms, which do not belong to an open escrow yet, should be uploaded to the website. If you're not sure where they go, give us a call and we can direct you to where to enter those documents. Lastly, the bulletin discusses unlicensed activity that is prohibited. So specifically, this applies to the 90-day grace period that the DRE provides when your license expires. You are not able to practice real estate during that period until your license is renewed with the DRE. So doing so would result in a violation. So if you have any questions about the bulletin, reach out to our office and we'd be happy to help. And then again, please make use of that Q&A section that we mentioned as well, and we can discuss that later.
Okay, so I will quickly discuss a few things. The the multiple listing service addendum. I do want to highlight and point out that it shows the date that it was revised. So even for your purchase agreement or anything, make sure that you have the most recent one. Otherwise, you might not have the best wording that CAR has decided it exists. Then the second form that we wanted to highlight is the Federal Reporting Requirement Purchase Addendum, the FRRPA. This might get repealed, but we will start preparing to use it in case it ends up being required. It's mostly for escrows and title companies, but obviously agents want to make sure that they get the information they need and nothing holds a transaction. This form will be required for all cash sales regardless of price, residential real estate with 1 through 4, entity or trust buyers, not individual cash buyers. So they do have to be entity or trust buyers, and closing on or after December 1st. Our checklist will be updated by the end of October with the new requirements, and we will try to have it updated every month with any new changes or feedback from you guys. So like we discussed in the summer bulletin from the DRE, they have a whole section on mentorship. We're happy to say that we agree with them. The mentorship is very important, and we offer our own mentorship to our agents. Diana is a great mentor. She's on here. Obviously, you've heard her already. And our agents only have good things to say. Paige is the backup with all her knowledge, but she does focus on creating our training videos. So that's where her focus is. I did want to emphasize that our mentorship is not just for new agents, it is for experienced agents too, who might need additional eyes on their work or who might be doing a transaction type that they haven't done in a while. So it's not just for new agents.
I just wanted to remind our agents again that if you are a buyer's agent and you are wanting to credit your buyer from your commission, and if the commission has been paid for by the seller, a broker will require an addendum, and this addendum where you will then specify the credit amount that you're giving to the buyer and what it is for, because we have to show transparency, and both buyer and seller would have to sign this addendum. Again, this is for transparency of the transaction. So we will be requiring a CAR addendum for any credits given to your buyers.
Thank you, Diana. Another reminder is that for every licensed agent you refer, you can earn $100 after they close their transactions. Just last month, one of our agents got the residual income check for $400. So it's actually really great. Even if you refer one agent and say they closed the 4 transactions, you get $400. So it's great.
Thank you very much. And then as another reminder, Starting the third week of October, we'll be going live every week to answer questions, share updates, and feature agents. It's interactive and informal. So mark your calendars and make sure you've joined the group. Did we correct this QR code, Yeva, or should they just use the one that you entered in the chat?
This is the corrected QR code, so thank you very much.
Awesome, thank you. So you guys can use this QR code to join that Facebook page. And that wraps up our structured portions. So now it's time for our Q&A. I did see a few questions in our chat. I did actually want to start with Melissa's question. Let me just pull that up. She was asking about loans. So you're correct. October 1st is our deadline. All loans need to be closed by October 1st. So if you have this new potential refinance, I would encourage you not to start that under our license. So yeah, I did see you answered that as well, but wanted to make sure that everybody could see that. Let's see.
So there's some questions that we won't be able to answer. But Diana, can you answer for the Monarch app? Because they have Los Angeles and Inland Empire. What should they select for the San Diego County one?
I can ask, did Carl and Marianne share their email address? Because we can ask. I think they cover all of it, like LA, San Diego, Orange
Yeah.
County, Riverside County.
Yeah. So Nelson,
So,
I would say select Los Angeles and just select Mary Ann, and then they can edit it. And I did want to mention one of our agents, Melissa, of course, who's on here. Yes, she is also a mentor. So as a reminder, if you are highly productive and you love teaching agents who might be juniors to you, let us know, and we might be able to add you on our website to teach agents who are closer to you. Because sometimes I know we're remote, we're in San Marcos and San Diego, but we have agents all throughout California, so we might be able to recommend some great agents for you guys. And I think that might be it, right?
Yes, I did not see any other questions coming in.
Excellent. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. I hope to see everyone in our next webinar in October and in our lives. It's gonna be nice that it'll be a little bit more casual, like Paige said. We'll have our coffees and you guys gonna just ask us questions, get quick answers from us. So it'll be great. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.